Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, we are about to go live in just a few short seconds. Grab your cocktails. You're ready to join America's favorite happy hour, the Old Humble Distilling Company Quarantine Happy Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, turn that light off. How the heck are you? Welcome to the 92nd running of the Old Humble Distilling Company Quarantine Happy Hour. I am your host, the Old Humble guy himself, the owner and proprietor of the Old Humble Distilling Company, makers of the finest damn whiskey in all the land. That's what we do. That's who we are. I am going to be joined tonight by the Old Humble Distilling Company science advisor and legal advisor. But before we do that, I have a new cocktail, and we're going to get this cocktail cracking. It's one that comes from, let's see here. I'm going to see if I can do this. We didn't want that. Hey, do that. Yep, there's Lisa. Okay, everybody's in the back room. They're going to be ready to come in just a second. I'll have them on mute. They can hear me, but they can't see me. Or wait, they can probably see me. I don't know if they can see me. I'm sure I'll get hand signals telling me that they can see me in just a minute. Okay, so this cocktail, first off, we're going to do our opening shot. Tonight on the show, we are going to give away a bottle of whiskey. We're going to give away this, our bling bottle. If you can see, it is glittery and beautiful. We will be giving away that bottle. I will be eating these death nuts, and we are going to be talking about cool space shit and legal shit, and it's going to be awesome. But first, we do our opening shot. I'm drinking our own straight whiskey. Cheers to all y'all. Cheers, and welcome to the show. Our opening shot is that, and now for the cocktail of the night. So this cocktail was one that I discovered shortly after I left home and headed west. Ended up in Stuttgart, this little bar where it wasn't really much of a bar, really. It was mostly chicken, beer, and a few places to stay. But it gets better. A couple of guys come in, get in a fight, as guys tend to do. So we got about a shot of whiskey for this one. And one of the guys got his finger cut off during the fight because they didn't really have guns. They got just a little part of his finger. So they took his finger, this is a pickle, and put it in the whiskey that was at the bar, and then added a little bit of the vinegar from the pickle to make the drink. So it's a little pickle, just a piece of pickle, a little pickling juice there, a little pickle juice, and some whiskey. I've never actually had one of these because I just came up with it last night when I got these really delicious pickles from our friends over at Dirty's Pickles, Juan Ocañas' company, Dirty's Pickles. And I call this just the tip. And I thought it would be perfect for tonight. I should have had Lisa already on the show because I got the reaction in the back room. You can't see the reaction that I was looking for, but I got the reaction I was looking for down in the back room. She rolled her eyes all the way back, all the way back. So there it is, just the tip, a little pickle. Not sure if I like that. But let's bring in our guests. Let's bring in our co-host for the night. Like I said, I am your, I guess technically tonight I'm the host and moderator. let's see. Is this the camera angle that I want? Is that nope? That's not the one. This one. Aha! There we go. We have our Old Humble Science Advisor Tanya Rogers here on my. I think that's my left. This is my left. Tanya, everybody can hear you. Say hi.
Hello, everybody. I guess by default, I am the group scientist.
You are the Old Humble Science Advisor. You are going to help me. You're going to help me send whiskey into space.
We had that conversation.
Yes, much to my legal advisor's chagrin, because I'm committed to this really bad idea of sending a barrel to the edge of space and having it plummet back down to Earth, where we can recover it and squeeze all the whiskey out of that barrel and drink that whiskey because it's going to be delicious space whiskey.
You know, this is my first time meeting Lisa, and I can't tell if she's very excited or very angry about this idea. I'm trying to read the room right now.
So
she's angry at me about the idea.
I'm an insurance defense attorney, so I see the world through a little different lens than most other people do. Everything is dangerous and can kill you. Or someone
Everything
else.
is dangerous and can kill you.
Oh my God. You would hate me. I spend a lot of time in I spend a lot of time in offices and people tell me don't do that, that's a bad idea. So I'll try not to cross that line tonight.
Don't do that, that's a bad idea was the spirit on which we built this company.
There you go.
So I'm totally down with that spirit. Lone Star's in the room. Cheers, Lone Star.
Yeah.
Our cocktail tonight, Lone Star, is called Just the Tip. It's got a little piece of pickle in it. Pickle juice and whiskey, and I'm not sure if it's good yet. I haven't decided.
Are you a person that drinks pickle juice straight from the jar?
I'm pretty sure it's not good.
You are.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I can drink pickle juice straight from the jar. I mean, it's just like, you know, vinegar and herbs and spices and whatnot. But this is a bad cocktail.
Drink.
Don't make this cocktail. It's dreadful. The pickle's good though. The pickle's good. Cocktail's bad. Don't drink this cocktail. That's icky.
I went through a pickle popsicle phase for a little bit. And I don't know, it just clicked. 2 weeks into it, I was like, why am I doing this to myself? And it was very quickly over it.
Pickle popsicle, huh?
Yeah.
Voluntarily, not like on a dare?
Voluntarily. Nobody told me. Nobody double, triple dog dare me. And I cycle through food phases very quickly. And that was the once lived food phase.
Huh. That is something. That's definitely something. Okay, so I have the YouTube chat open in front of me, but I think there's more. There's Facebook chat too. Mm-hmm. Christina's open over here joining us on the Facebook world. So I'm not gonna watch the YouTube chat. I'm just gonna watch the total chat from our friends at StreamYard, whatever. The platform that we're using, much nicer, I might add, than the Zoom platform, because this is a very stable, and I dig stable in the platforms that we use. So in about 5 minutes, speaking of bad ideas that we shouldn't do, these are Carolina Reaper covered peanuts that get progressively hotter along a set of 5. And you nice ladies are going to carry the conversation while I chew on these stupid things and do this dumb stunt, because it is our 92nd show, 1 year anniversary roughly, about 30 episodes after I did the 1 chip challenge, which is this thing, the Pocky 1 chip challenge, which was a single tortilla chip covered in Carolina Reaper powder. The 1 single tortilla chip came into this little package right there. I got a banner because I did it, and it was dumb, but it was like a full 30-minute challenge. This is only going to be like a 10-15-minute challenge. And Tanya, you have got a really cool thing going with the X competitions, right? Carbon capture competition. Are you allowed to talk about that with norms?
I can talk about it a little bit.
Well, cool.
So Elon Musk, I think everybody knows that name. Said out loud.
He's Tony Stark in real life.
Yeah, he's just like this badass real life sci-fi character changing the world. And he said out loud, "Let's solve the world's carbon problem, and I'll pay $100 million." And everybody's ears, of course, perked up, especially if you think about carbon dioxide, which I spent a scary amount of time thinking about. I need to get like an actual hobby and an actual life.
Yeah.
And
Hang on. Time out. You
Go
think
for
about
it.
carbon dioxide a lot because you, in your day-to-day world, work on uh, life support systems for not just on Earth but also in space and on other planets and moons. Correct?
You've got my life. Yeah. I try to think about how to keep astronauts alive. Sometimes
Yeah.
I think about how to keep aliens alive, but I don't say those words out loud as much because then people ask me where the aliens are hiding. And you got to think about what do you do with carbon dioxide on Earth the same way you got to think about how do humans handle carbon dioxide in space. So it's cycling through my head a lot. And when Elon said, "Who can solve this problem?" I was like, well, probably not me, but I want to try. And I looked around and asked some of my friends who are smarter than me or think about things in different ways than me and said, "Hey, do you guys want to do this crazy idea with me?" And they said, yes. And now we've got a company and a team. So here we are.
Cool.
It's rolling along.
That really is cool.
Yeah.
And just out of curiosity, if a regular idiot like me goes up into space, do I count as an astronaut or am I just payload?
I think it depends who you can call yourself an astronaut. Now, are we sneaking you onto space? Like, am I tucking you into a Dragon rocket? Or are you like officially hiking up with NASA? How are you getting up there?
Well, I'm thinking officially going up. Like,
Okay.
if you go up like Justin Bieber goes up to the space station, is he technically an astronaut, or was he just cargo?
I think it's a little bit of both. If you ask the engineer, they're going to call you cargo and going to care about your mass and your volume. You're not even a human in their eyes. You're just a calculation to them. But if you ask the people who see the humans, you're an astronaut. So I think we can say you're a future whiskey space astronaut.
Okay. So anybody who goes into space, like all the way into space, is an astronaut. So even if you're just going up to something in here, I opened up the package of contents and something in here is spicy already, and I like tasted it.
I'm so nervous for you.
But if you go up to space and just stay at a space hotel, you're a space astronaut all of a sudden.
You're an astronaut. I think if you're
stayed at a hotel.
Yep. I think if you're floating, if you're leaving low Earth orbit, you get to have that title. You get to call yourself an astronaut.
That like cheapens the whole astronaut thing. If dummies like me can do it,
you just get to be a space tourist.
Yeah.
I mean, just for $500,000, I can be an astronaut too.
Well, just because they're not going to let everybody do it, right? It's unless you just have $500,000 laying around the back of your pocket.
Well, that's what Elon says is going to cost to go to Mars.
It's still, you got a small little boat, space boat, and you can only put a couple people in there at a time. So
yeah,
it's going to be a battle of the riches for a while.
It's going to help that I'm going to have
way back of the line.
It'll help that I'll have really good whiskey.
That's your ticket.
And I've got great stories, and some of them are true.
Well, don't tell them the pickle whiskey story. I'm not sure if they'll let you on.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to make them drink it. I'm not going to make anybody drink that trash. Ugh. I mean, I don't think it gets better. It does not get better. It gets worse. Yeah. And I don't have a towel. Damn it. Ugh. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Now, here's the thing that I'm really nervous about. Lisa, I'm, as my attorney, my risk specialist.
Yeah.
This is not a good idea, right?
No.
Okay. That's fair. That's all I need to know.
Wait, hold on. Did
Yes?
you read the terms and conditions?
There are no terms and conditions.
There are terms and conditions.
No.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there aren't.
No, there are.
There's a nutrition fact. What are the terms and conditions, Lisa?
Well, participant acknowledges he or she is voluntarily participating in and or consuming the products and hereby voluntarily assumes all risk of loss, damage, injury, illness, or death that may be sustained as a result of participation in and or consumption of the products.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a link here that says terms and conditions.
Did you read these terms and conditions?
I just checked, okay.
Okay.
Lisa, are you a person that reads the terms and conditions for contracts?
I am.
She
I
knows
wanna be
exactly
that
what she
person that
signed up
just
for with
thought,
Apple
yeah.
Music. Okay, so here are the rules. No liquids or food allowed until completion. Chew entire contents of each level for 15 seconds. Wait 60 seconds between advancing to the next level. After eating the contents of level 5, I must endure a 5-minute burn to complete the challenge. So this will be done in about 5 minutes. And level 1 is getting started. Okay, we'll just check this out. We'll just jump in. Now, when I did the one-chip challenge, I pre-gamed like a mother. I mean, I had peanut butter, I had milk, I think I had ice cream on standby. I've got some Tums and with the pink stuff Pepto over there, like in the shadows waiting for me if I need it, but I have not pre-gamed this at all. I've had a shot of terrible whiskey. Well, it was good whiskey, a terrible cocktail.
So since Tanya is our science advisor, do you think that maybe she should run the timer?
Oh yeah, you have your iPhone handy, madam?
Got it.
What am I supposed to do? Chew them for 15 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, I also had
for 15 seconds.
I also had rubber gloves when I did the one-chip challenge. I do not have rubber gloves this time.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that they warn about is that you should wear gloves.
Be right back. I can do this.
I really don't know how this man is still alive.
You know what? I used to be a person who loved spicy food. It was a weird pride thing. And then for some reason, the older I got, the less spicy food liked me, and now black pepper makes me
got
cry.
gloves.
Oh no!
I can't do it. All right.
I got a glove.
This looks like an official science experiment. I know the legal advisor is all against this, but as the rebellious scientist in the room, I'm like,
me having any fun.
You know, I'm really just here to heckle.
All right, I've got the timer all queued up.
Okay.
All right, I think we're ready. I'm ready. I have my one glove.
15 seconds to chew, and then he waits 60 seconds before eating the next level.
Now, I did go to a crawfish boil last weekend, so you know.
Okay.
There's that.
You've got to eat the entire contents of the
I got
level.
that.
Okay.
All right.
Moose Gal's here.
Moose Gal's here. Yes, she is.
All right, I'm gonna count you in. Give me the thumbs up when you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's do this. Hit me.
All right, from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. 15-second timer is counting down.
All right, these are hot.
You're only 2 seconds in. You gotta
hot.
go.
And these are
5,
no
4,
talking, just chewing.
chocolate.
3, 2. All right. So you got 60 seconds until you gotta eat the next one.
All right, I can feel the heat.
So how many levels? Is this level 1 of 5? Is that
It's just 5 levels.
5 levels?
Yeah. So the first level is Carolina Reaper plus chocolate bugler peppers. The heat level is a 5.
Okay.
Yep.
On a scale of stupid.
Now, I remember how bad the chip got. It's bad, but it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot. It didn't taste good.
You're hiding your eyes too, so we can't see like the tear ducts.
Yeah, I should probably show. Where am I?
All right, you got 8 seconds, so you're on to the next level. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level 2.
In.
And counting down from 15.
So level 2, he's warming up with a Carolina Reaper pepper and ghost peppers.
And
This heat level, his heat level is 6.
All right. I'll reset you for 60 seconds.
This will do.
Why do you need it, Paul?
Because I'm sweating. It's hot.
It's happening. We're one level away from the face flush until he starts turning red.
All right. Whew, that's hot. That's hot. That's not joyful at all. This is uncomfortable. Fans on. Yeah.
You know, you're the one who bought this package.
Yeah. I don't recall buying it. I mean, clearly I did because it showed up at my house, but I don't recall it.
Is this one of those overnight Amazon purchases that you were only halfway for?
Yep.
Okay, you got 10 seconds till we're on to level 3.
Oh, Jesus. Just level 3. All right.
5, 4,
They're in my hand.
3, 2,
They're getting redder.
1. Level 3. Let's do it.
All right.
Level 3. It's getting real. He's got Carolina Reaper plus 7 pot grain strain peppers.
Whew.
You see the heat level is an 8.
Goodness.
3, 2, 1.
Whew.
All right.
So what do you
All
think, Joe?
I think it's getting hot. It's getting hot in here.
I'm surprised the hat's still on. With the amount of sweat you showed on back at level 2.
Yeah.
I'm afraid the shirt's going to come off.
One. It is getting hot in here. I have to take all my clothes off. Whew. And it's burning on the back of my tongue, which is making it uncomfortable to talk.
Might be having a short show tonight, huh?
Which sucks, but I mean, that's cool.
One of my favorite astronaut facts is the food up there is intentionally or spicier, intentionally saltier, because the way it comes in your mouth doesn't go across your taste buds. And so they really try to kick it up some notches to make sure you get the full taste experience.
Wow.
Probably unfortunate
All right,
phrasing.
5 seconds.
The way
5,
it comes in your mouth. Yeah.
4, 3, 2,
All right.
1. Where are we at? Level 4?
Yep.
Level 4. This is
All
where
right.
the pain
Cool.
sets in. This is 2x Carolina Reaper plus 7 pot Douglas peppers. Heat level of a 10.
All right, 60 more seconds to the last round.
Woo. Lord.
I wish I could talk
That's
fast.
hot. That's
I feel like one of
uncomfortable
the auctioneers. Auctioning off like just a little spiciness for you.
Yeah.
So Moose Gal says that you need to clip this challenge. The spicy community needs to see this.
Woo.
You only got one more. You think you're gonna make it, or you
I don't
stopping
know,
it?
man. This is hot. It is damn hot. Ugh. This is hotter than the chip. Of course, the chip was done like right away. So.
Oh, Moose Gal, Joe does not get milk or bread.
No, I don't get milk or bread until like what, a minute after? 5 minutes after?
Hold on.
Let's see.
5 minute burn.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last level.
All right.
All right.
Oh, damn.
Clock. So what's your strategy at this point? Are you just chewing and swallowing as fast as possible, or what's the method?
He has to chew for 15 seconds.
3, 2, 1. All right, 15 seconds up.
The strategy is to suffer and survive. And as soon as 5 minutes is up, drink some milk.
All right, I'll set your timer for 5 minutes.
Oh, it's hot. Damn.
So that was level 5 of the Death Nut, which was 2x Carolina Reaper, 2x Trinidad Moruga Scorpion.
This shit's hot. Damn.
And a sprinkling of 100% pure, all natural, 13 million Scoville capsaicin crystals to make things interesting.
Good Lord. Thank you, my love.
They call this heat level stupid.
Yeah, it is quite. Oi. Oi.
I used to have this boss and his wife owned a Thai restaurant. So we'd go there for lunch all the time. And you sit down and they say, how spicy do you want your food? Do you want 1 to 5? And he was the give me a 10 person, and I'm the give me a 1 person. And so I would sit there and I would feel so uncomfortable because I never knew what to do. You'd take a bite and then you look just like Joe, start wafting a little bit, and you'd see the tears. And more bites would come on, and he'd literally have tears streaming down his face. His face is turning red.
You got the 5-minute timer going, right?
Oh, I got it going. Don't worry.
Okay. The tears going down his face. What else?
Tears in the face, turning red. I think he would fall over at some point. You're 1 click away from that.
They don't do shit like this on the space station, do they?
I don't think astronauts would be that dumb to ask for this sort of suffering and pain.
They do just regular drinking competitions on ground.
Just the good old stuff.
Whew. This is uncomfortable. This is damn uncomfortable. This is worse than the chip. Oh, shit. How far are we, Tanya?
You got a little over 3 minutes left.
Oh, hard.
You're not even halfway.
Whew.
How long did the chip take you to recover from? Was that like an hour later you were good, or 2 days later you were still suffering?
Well, the chip was it was like 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes it was okay.
Okay.
Like the heat built up for 15 minutes, and after that it started to dissipate. But it wasn't this hot. It wasn't this hot. So it was like a 30-minute challenge.
What's going on with your eyes there? They're not even staying open anymore.
Oh yeah, they're watering like crazy. Like my whole body is like arguing against this dumb decision.
Yeah,
my whole body is fighting me
glove
out.
is probably hazardous waste now.
Say what?
I said the latex glove is probably hazardous waste now.
Yeah, I tossed that over there. It's gone. But it's getting better. It's not as bad. It's peaked.
Your body is tossing out every defense system it has right now.
Yep,
You are a
absolutely.
plant or insect in nature, just trying to warn away the bad stuff.
Oh man, yeah, Moose Gal, I got this. I got 2 minutes left.
Minute 45.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Oh crap! There was a piece stuck in my teeth. I had to move my tongue around. It was killing. Oh god, that hurt. All right, so Lisa, do I have a case? Do I got a case, or is the terms and conditions binding on this?
No. I told you. Besides,
I told you so. Defense.
you have to go to arbitration anyway, so.
Yeah.
I think you checked all the boxes of completing your human experiment. You went in with some preliminary data. You had a test plan in mind.
Yep.
You knew the chemistry was going to get more and more intense with each step you took down the line.
Yep. The accumulation of capsaicin was going to get me.
And your body was doing all the chemical reactions you hypothesized it was going to do.
Yep.
And now you're wrapping up towards the end to draw your final conclusions. That's the part I'm excited about. When it hits that 5-minute mark, you're going to tell us if you had some sort of major breakthrough or if this was like
the final conclusion. I can give you the preliminary conclusion now is that this is stupid and you shouldn't do it. Because it hurts. There's no joy in these peanuts. There's better. I mean, if you're going to put nuts in your mouth, there's a better way to go. That's what I live for right there.
I'm going to count you down. 10, 9,
We're there?
8,
Jesus.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I got that. All right, that's that. Time to neutralize this shit. Oh. Instantaneous relief. Because milk neutralizes capsaicin. Or whatever the hell devil jizz is on those things. Because, good Lord. No joy in those peanuts. None whatsoever. A big thanks to my lovely wife, the Mrs. Old Humble Guy, who came in with the clutch milk. She is a boss and a dream lady.
Ready for round two?
Yeah. Let me get the other chips out. No, there's no round two. That's not happening. Good Lord. Good Lord. Good golly. That was hot. And it keeps coming back too. There's like loose bits of these pepper stuff. Oh shit. Lazy Nate thinks he's going to talk me into 3.0. This was the Death Nut 2.0 challenge. I don't know what the 1.0 was, although I don't think it was called the 1.0. It was probably just called the Death Nut because you can't call something the 1.0. I don't think. Can you?
I think that's an after the fact thing. How are your nostrils? Could you feel the dust going into your nose?
I couldn't feel anything in the nose. I mean, the stuff went in the mouth quick. You know, it went from the hand to mouth quick. There was no dust floating around.
Okay.
There's definitely some residual stuff back in there. Because every time I take a drink, it like subsides and goes away and chills and cools off, and then it comes back. That was not pleasant. 0 of 5 stars. Do not recommend. But I mean, the chip challenge was all right. It wasn't joyful, but it was okay. I'm going to request a refill. Please. All right. That was there was no joy in that. The chip, there was no joy in the chip, but it was not as bad as this. This is much worse than the chip. Whew. Lazy Nate says he got 2 packs today, and if Phil says he was close to an 8, he's even at Phil. Phil is another spicy eater guy, and his channel. Nate, oh shoot, Nate, what's his channel? Remind me the channel name, and I everything spicy. There it is. His channel is everything spicy, and Lazy Nate says chocolate milk works better. Anyway, he said if Phil says it's an 8, he's a little bit hesitant of the 3.0, but 9 points in the LOF. Line of fire? I don't know. Anyway, that's, yeah, everything's spicy. Okay, so, yeah, that was hot. Damn, that was hot. Whew. Probably why they call it the Death Nut Challenge and not the Comfortable Afternoon on a Lazy River Challenge. Because the Comfortable Afternoon on a Lazy River would be much more pleasant and completely false advertising.
How often do you drop this in a conversation as just a personal fact? How often are you talking to someone and be like, oh, by the way, I ate this, and this spicy thing?
Legumes of Fire. That's what Nate LOF is Legumes of Fire. I don't mention it very often at all. Okay. Shortly after I did the 1 chip challenge, I talked about it a little bit with some folks, trying to get people to join the channel and subscribe to the channel, but I didn't really talk about it much. It's like one of those deals. You put a nail in your hand. You don't really tell people that you put a nail in your hand. I mean, it's a cool thing you can do, like watch, but you don't like go around saying, "Oh, hey, by the way, I have a secret talent. You want to see?"
Oh yeah, those are all of my talents.
I mean, I make whiskey is more of a topic of conversation that happens. So we need to come up with a good trivia question for the whiskey bottle, because I intend to give this whiskey bottle away. We're at the 9:35 mark. This is our whiskey bottle. Look at that pretty shiny whiskey bottle. Look, where's the light? There it is. Ta-da! There's the camera. See how glittery and shiny it is?
Very glittery and shiny.
Because it's covered in glitter. This is our bling bottle, and I want to give this bottle away tonight to get this out of my house. But that means we need to come up with a good trivia question. And I think what I'm going to do, anybody in chat who wants to chat, I think is over here, who wants to be a part of the drawing, say so in chat. I'll put your name on the wheel of death or the wheel of fortune. I can't call it the wheel of fortune because that's probably copyrighted. So it'll be wheel of
Death Nut.
The wheel of death nut challenge.
No, that's not going to work either.
No.
Vetoed by the lawyer.
The wheel of whiskey.
Okay.
We can call it the wheel of whiskey. Okay, so I've got this here. Where is it? I need to share. Oh, okay. So now I've got the burps. Ugh. So I've got this wheel. It has no names on it, but I know Lazy Nate's in. He's in, and I'll put the names on the wheel like so. And anybody else who's in, just say you're in chat. We'll put your name in. I'm going to put my name in too. Because the house can win. Thank you, my love. Be so fun. I ain't messing around. All right, goodness. And then what we'll do is we'll spin the wheel when it comes time to do the thing. We'll spin the wheel and then we'll have a trivia question. The person who wins the spin has to answer the trivia question. How's that sound? That fair? That sounds fair? I think that's fair.
Guess what I have?
It's luck and talent. What do you have?
I have boxes of Trivial Pursuit candy.
That is boss as hell. Okay.
I've got some deep space questions if we want to get really obscure, or some less obscure questions. How far down the rabbit hole do you want to go for the trivia game?
I had a trivia question in mind,
okay,
but I think I'll defer to y'all and let y'all come up with a good question.
Okay.
Moose Gal's
I'm with Lisa. Lisa seems to be on it. She sounds like a person who's thought a lot about trivia.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of trivia, one of the things that we're going to be able to do, we're going to have trivia nights at the new distillery. We're done with our capital campaign. We're going to start. I've started meeting with contractors. We're going to build out the tasting room. What was that? We're going to build out the tasting room in the distillery over the course of the next. That was a piece of peanut. Great.
I love how it keeps coming back.
Well, I felt something on my lip here, and I wiped my lip, and it was a piece of peanut, and it was hot. Damn, it felt like it might have been level 3, maybe. Whew, that was hot.
I hope this isn't one of those things that you're laying in bed at 2 a.m. and you have a small piece that's still lingering around and hits you, or your poor wife rubs against your beard and then she can picks up a piece from there.
That was a lesson we learned after the crawfish boil, actually.
Oh,
I think everybody has one of those stories.
And when you're out on a date with your best guy or your best gal, and y'all go to a crawfish boil and you eat the spicy crawfish, you thoroughly wash your hands and thoroughly wash your face, including your whiskers if you have them, because that creates for an unfortunate surprise later in the evening. You don't want that.
So I have totally 80s Trivial Pursuit.
Ooh, totally.
And 80s. I also have 90s Trivial Pursuit, along with a couple of other additions. But I thought that either the 80s or the 90s would be a good.
Yeah, the classics.
Yeah.
Tanya, I can't help but notice you're in a lab coat.
I live inside of a science laboratory these days.
So what cool science stuff are you doing right now?
I can give you a quick tour of a couple things. So you mentioned earlier I do life support stuff. We do a lot of cool environmental technology, looking at nano, so really, really, really small particles, and trying to apply them to these really big systems. And then when you're in a science lab, you get some really cool machines to play with. So we back it up right here. This is a new custom 3D printer.
Ooh.
You can turn some lights on and all, and it takes a little bit to boot up, so I can't print anything at the moment. The cool thing about this 3D printer is, though, you can make your own material that you want to print. And so this is like a really soft gel, hydrogel that we're making right now. And so we're going to use this to make some special designs, and that's as far as I can go there. The last one I am totally biased towards because anything surface tension is the greatest thing in the entire world, and so I will biasedly say this is the coolest instrument in the lab. This is a tensiometer. So what this thing does is it measures surface tension. Anytime you drop any sort of liquid onto the ground or a chair or a table, you want to know how well it's going to stick to that, you can build on that machine and it's going to pop out a number. It's the less nerdy version of it, but if you want to get nerdy, we can go into like math equations and we can talk about all the forces, but we won't go down that. I can see your face. We won't go down that path.
I mean, I am the kind of nerd that in my spare time, I do math problems. See if we can get that in the camera. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I do math problems in my spare time.
Okay.
I am that kind of a nerd. See? Triangle.
Let's see. Ooh, we're showing off math problems.
This is what I do on my spare time. And then I bring them to my kids, and I'm like, boys, solve this problem. And
do they do it?
The older one cracks at it for a little while. The younger one doesn't. Because he's only 9. He can't do
this. This has become my math board. I don't know if you can see. Here, quicker the paper, you can just jot some things down really quick and run some reactions.
Let me see that. Turn that up.
Fun.
Go solo. Boop. There you go. Where did it show it again?
So this.
Let's see if we can crib the formula off the for
still the secret recipe.
Okay, now we know how to oops, wrong one. Now we know how to create artificial intelligence. Ultron is coming.
I've shared with you the secrets of the universe. Now I have to destroy you.
Lone Star's in on the drawing. Add Lone Star. Ladies, do y'all want in on the drawing?
Oh, I know nothing 80s. Please do not add me. I will be an observer.
Well, I'm going to read the questions, so.
Oh, and I guess, I mean, if you're really nice, Lisa, I can always get you a bottle at some point. You know, since you helped me bottle up the whiskey on occasion.
Yeah, I was like, how many labels have I put on these bottles?
6 or so. You know. Currently, the board shows how many people we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 on the board. And yes, Tanya, you're on the board.
Okay. My age is really going to show here with these questions. We'll see how it goes.
I put myself on there too, just to make sure that the house has some skin in the game. Have little bits of fluffiness on top of this. See, there's little fluffy bits on the glitter. This is a cool thing. It only took me like an hour to put the thing together, but I was on the edge of my seat the entire time because just a stray cat roaming through the kitchen, or a sneeze, or the air conditioner turning on at an inopportune time, and that glitter was going to be everywhere. And I did it right so that it doesn't shed any glitter particles. But I found one little glitter particle on my chair today. They're spreading, they're growing, they're finding a way to live.
So the scientist in me is curious. Did you come up with some sort of special coating to make the glitter stick, or?
It's a nanoparticle based epoxy coating that was developed in a lab by myself. And by lab, I mean distillery, by myself and 3 other people, all 3 of whom are no longer with us because of contaminants that got into their lungs and they passed on shortly after we developed it. but I managed to survive, and it made me stronger for it too. And then I think it was sometime in the late 1800s we patented it, and well, I patented it because they died. And then, yeah, it made me a fortune over the course of the next century, and it even helped hold the bombers together in World War II.
I'm pretty sure their spirits are coming back to hunt you with these death nut challenges. This is their way of getting revenge on you.
I just used Mod Podge.
Okay. I'm sticking with and believing the first story.
Hey, you know, every good story has a kernel of truth, except for that one. That one was almost entirely fake. Lisa, have you watched any movies in the last week?
Oh, no.
Okay, so Tanya, the last two shows, we went through a list of my Netflix viewing history during the quarantine to trim down to like a top 25 list or so that we can pick my favorite movie from the pandemic that I've watched. And I pulled down my list from Netflix, and it turns out I watched like 650 movies and TV shows.
Holy cow.
Over the 12 months of pandemic starting March 17th, 2020. And Lisa said that she had watched 5.
5 total.
I think so.
And
Lisa
in between
is so much more disciplined.
And in between the first week and the second week, she watched one, but she hasn't watched one since. So,
no.
Do you have a list of
I did.
things?
Wait, I am not quite so lame. I have been to 3 concerts in the last week.
That is true. And a basketball game.
No basketball game.
She went to see the Mavericks play.
No,
I
went
think
to see Old Humble, the lead singer of the Mavericks play. And Michael Guerra, the accordion player, made a surprise guest appearance at all the shows. So that was very exciting.
I've officially had too much milk. My stomach's hurting.
Lisa, I haven't watched really any new shows either. Don't feel bad. I've been going through old episodes of The Twilight Zone. Those are my late night, can't sleep, binge watches.
And see, in my defense, normally what would happen is I would turn the movie on or the TV show on while I'm doing work. Like today, for example, I watched 4 episodes of People of Earth while I was doing work. You know, it was on Hulu in the background while I was doing work over here. So technically today I watched 2 hours of TV. I just didn't watch it. Pay very close attention. And an episode of Breaking Bad. So 3 hours of TV. So there you go. Okay, we've got. Moose Cow says she's going to watch Casino for the first time, probably on Monday. Y'all seen Casino? Is that the musical? Is Casino the musical, or is that Chicago? Chicago's the musical.
Chicago is the musical.
Yeah. And they're not even remotely the same thing, are they?
Yeah.
It's all the milk. It's going straight to your head.
Yeah, I'm getting milk drunk. See, I've had 2 big glasses of milk now, and like I feel full. I like had too much milk. I like sloshing around with milk. I'm gonna go out
I'm
and do
sure there's some sort of milk challenge out there.
I'm sure there is. Like
that would have been a perfect one to do back to back.
A gallon milk challenge or something like that. Just the thought of that makes me want to throw up. That's too much milk. Let me look it up. Let me see. Talk amongst yourselves. Get the gallon milk challenge.
The last time I drank milk, it's a thing. It's a cereal thing for me, but I never find myself thinking I really want a glass of milk right now.
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
You ready for this? Milk chugging, or the gallon challenge, or milk challenge, is the sport. Very loose reference to sport there.
It's like a triple quotation you just did.
Yeah, of consuming a large amount of milk within a set period of time. Although there are variations in procedure, the general parameters are that a person is given 60 minutes to drink 1 U.S. gallon of whole milk without vomiting. They had to add that part.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, if I'm going to vomit, I'm going to vomit having a good time. There are plenty of good reasons to vomit. Drinking milk is not one of them. Pass. Yeah.
Imagine
we
having
lost
to do
Tanya. Oh,
that
she's back. Aliens. The
in a
nanobots are taking
July,
over the lab.
Texas day. Aliens chugging milk. I missed the.
You just blooped out on us for a second. We lost your feed there for a second, so I'm guessing it was aliens.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my internet's cutting in and out right now. It's because I showed you guys the secret to artificial intelligence. The universe is coming back to get us.
DARPA's coming after you or something. Yeah, Ultron is coming at you. Now, one thing that's different about the nut challenge from the chip challenge. The chip challenge was you drink nothing for 30 minutes. So as your mouth is trying to flush the capsaicin out, and you talk and your mouth waters and you would get this return of the heat rushing through your mouth again one more time as like the revenge of the chip. Not just for the 30 minutes, well, for the first 30 minutes definitely, but even after that, you would have this like little subtle reminder, not so subtle reminder of the heat that you just went through. This doesn't have that quite so much because after the last 5-minute heat burn, you can like rinse it out and neutralize it. But there are little pockets clearly little pockets of powder still back here. And every once in a while, my mouth will water up and I'll get this rinse of hot heat just kind of wash through my mouth real fast. And then.
How fascinating.
Yeah, it's.
You know what that is? That's surface tension. That is surface tension working against you.
Yeah, it's also a reminder of my dumbness.
Can I just say I love the phrase "Revenge of the Chip." It sounds like an '80s awful sci-fi movie, like Revenge of the Soylent Green. I would watch
Soylent
that.
Green 2.
I would add that to my quarantine Netflix list.
Soylent Green 2, Montezuma's Revenge. That would be an Amazon Prime movie. That would not be a Netflix movie.
Oh, there's some good, really.
That would be one of those $25,000 Amazon Primes recorded on a whatchamacallit, a high 8 recorder.
That is my guilty pleasure.
What, those terrible movies on Amazon Prime?
Oh yeah, like The Reanimator or anything that looks like somebody shot it in their backyard and there's goose and slime and terrible cutscenes. I love it.
All right, so I've got 2 movies to recommend to you.
Okay.
You need to see Space Captain, Captain of Space.
Okay.
And I don't know if Velocipaster is on Amazon Prime right now. But that's a good one. You need to catch that one.
Okay. Got it. I wrote it down.
No, this is not technically a spoiler alert. I can tell you, like the idea is that there's a. It's hard to even put my brain around these words. There is a.
That's how you know it's good, when you can't even think of the words to describe how terrible it is.
There is a group of Jesuit ninjas selling super cocaine to get people addicted so that they have to go to self-help groups at church to get people to come back to church.
I love it.
That's the evil organization that the Velocipaster is trying to bring down.
I love it. There was a comic book I read for a while. Ninja. It was called like a cowboy, ninja, Viking, just every combination of character you can think they threw into one person. Oh, it was so amazing. And I couldn't get a single person to read it.
Oh, my. There was another movie that we watched that was not dreadful, but not. It was okay. It was merely okay. It was The Box. Something about the. I'll remember it. I'll remember it later. It was actually. It was one of those movies where you watch it and you just swear to God that they had to have been high when they wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
And when they reviewed it the first time after the first edit, they had to be high because that's the only way this movie makes sense. But I'll find it later. It's on my. I'm pretty sure that was an Amazon Prime movie during the pandemic.
When everybody's just getting high and losing their mind and making the craziest movies.
Yeah, but the thing is, he made a cardboard fort in his house and then it became like alive and animated, and they couldn't get out. They got trapped inside the cardboard
awesome.
board. Yeah, but weird, like super weird. Anyway, let's do anybody else want in on the drawing? Say so now, because I'm about to spin the wheel. And Lisa, you ready with the trivia?
I am ready with the trivia.
Because I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm going to put the link in the chat so that the winner of the spin can come in and answer the trivia question.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, boy, I should have pre-gamed more with those nuts. Okay, invitation button here. I copy that to clipboard. See, I'm my own director, so I have to do this stuff. Okay, where's the button? There it is. Ta-da! There's the spinner. Let's make it bigger. Nope, wrong one. There it is. All right, all three of us. There's the wheel. Spin the wheel. Ta-da!
Lazy Nate's like, I gotta put a shirt.
I don't want to answer the trivia question.
Tanya,
Okay.
you're the first contestant. Are you ready?
No, I'm not, but let's do it.
Okay.
All right, Lisa, what's the trivia question?
80s, just to test me.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
This is a Linney bottle.
80s. I'm feeling bold.
Okay. Do we just give her one, or do we let her try the whole card?
Just one.
Okay.
Nate says it was rigged.
Okay. Who argued in the U.S. Senate for anti-satellite weapons, noting we could not have prevailed without them in Red Storm Rising?
I shouldn't have gone 80s.
Jesus, I don't even know this one.
I can't even muster up a name. I'm out.
All right, good enough. Who was it?
I don't get the bling.
Who was it?
My guess
Kevin
is
Costner. Who?
Oh, I was right. It was Dan Quayle.
Dan Quayle.
Yeah. Remember the vice president who couldn't spell potato?
Well, yeah, I know who he is, but Red Star Rising was a movie, wasn't it?
Red Storm Rising.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, okay, so let's spin again. Enough of that.
Okay.
Yet another reason why Dan Quayle is a forgettable individual.
We should have been watching that movie during quarantine.
There's Lazy Nate. Lazy Nate, you're up next. Did I put the link in? I did not. There's a link. Lazy, get in there and answer your question. All right. Come on. Waiting for it. There it is. The link is live. It's in there. I'm going to remove that name. Pick a good one. He'll be here in a minute. Okay. He says, give me a sec. Anywho, okay, so are you allowed to tell us anything about the carbon capture stuff you're working on? Or is it like in prototype phases right now, or like total secret?
It's in prototype, but I could talk a little bit.
Does it involve like just lining up a bunch of humans and burying them?
Well, first we bring back the dinosaurs. We resurrect the dinosaurs. We reverse the fossil fuel cycle. I will say that we're doing something really cool, and a lot of people try to go after CO2 the same way, and they should. You should do the things that you know that works, right? But we are offering something new to the table, and we're hoping this can be something we get into everybody's hands, that we can deliver to your doorstep and your doorstep and your doorstep. Oh. And that's what we're most excited about. So it's going to be
in handheld carbon capture devices.
You can something along those lines. But the cool thing is it'll be something that you can do and your brother can do, and your mom can do, and so we're hoping to get a lot of people excited and involved.
Awesome. All right, we have our contestant.
Do we have Lazy Nate?
We do. He is right there next to you, Lisa.
Hey.
Bottom right
Nice
corner,
to
bottom
meet
left
you
corner.
together.
Nate, cheers. Thank you for joining us.
Put on a shirt.
You put on a shirt. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that is a is that a 21090 shirt?
Yep.
Our friends over at 21090. The 21090 beer, they make beer brewing and whiskey and other drinks reviews. They do all kinds of stuff, don't they?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so 80s trivia.
80s trivia.
Right. Okay.
It's a slippery slope, Nate. Slippery slope.
No whammies, no whammies. Oh wait, I'm telling my age now. No whammies.
Hey, unless you got stories from the late 1800s, I don't want to hear it.
Unless your friends are dying from nanoparticles, don't bother.
All right, Lisa.
Okay, I gotta say this one's way easier than what Tanya got. What TV series created a frenzied demand for black Pontiac Firebird Trans Ams?
I know this one.
Knight Rider.
Mm-hmm.
That would be it.
Yep. It's going to be a TV series. It's going to be Knight Rider. That's right.
Pardon?
You, Nate, are the proud owner of
Industries 2000.
You are the proud owner of the Bling Bottle, the first ever Bling Bottle constructed by me at the Old Humble Distilling Company. Shoot me your mailing address over on the private comment side, and I will get this into your hands.
So extra.
I think I have you on Instagram, don't I?
Oh, then send it to me on Instagram. That'd be fine.
Let me search to make sure I have. I thought I did, but
you can find me Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Old Humble.
Yep, all the places. And then I will put this in the mail later on this week. Yeah. And in fact, I have exactly one box remaining to send this out in the mail, so you will get that box. Where is it at?
Is the box purple and glittery as well?
No, but I may put a little bag of glitter in there just to be cruel. Like just a fistful of it. Just throw it in there.
Don't do that. That's so mean.
That would be funny. You open up the box and it explodes in glitter.
Yeah,
right,
I mean,
Nate.
I got those two samples from Todd. I got those two samples from Todd, and that just wasn't enough to get a full profile.
Well, now you're gonna have an entire bottle.
I got you.
In order to get as much profile-y deliciousness as you want, and there's a couple of pieces of fluff on here for some. I don't know where this fluff is coming from. We don't have.
It's good. It's just
well, we do have a bird in the house, so that's probably where it's coming from. It's a parakeet. It's not like a random pigeon that just wandered in and won't leave. We have a parakeet.
So, Lazy Nate, do you know who voiced Kit?
Yeah, it was the dude that played the principal on Dagnabbit.
Dagnabbit.
Topanga
like
and
Lisa?
what's his Topanga Boy Meets World.
Yes.
Oh.
So, Mr. Feeney.
Mr. Feeney, right.
Right. So, William Daniels is the name of the actor, and he
There
is.
you go.
He's still alive. He's totally ancient, but it's very appropriate that our Bling bottle.
All right, that's what I'm looking for.
Joe, the Bling bottle.
Oh, Bling bottle.
Right. That we're giving away the Bling bottle tonight because Mr. Daniels graduated from Northwestern University, which is also known as a law school. So.
Well, there you go.
So
And
nice little purple guy
thank,
inside.
yeah, we can
Nice.
thank Northwestern for giving us Lisa's law expertise.
My
That's
what?
awesome. Law expertise and keeping me out of jail
I try.
for now.
Right. But I need to remind you, I am not that kind of lawyer.
Yet.
You,
I have.
you hang out with us enough, Joe. We'll get you there.
I have a. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I have the actual bling bottle.
Oh, nice.
The audio worked too.
Wow.
See, that was one of my. I think that is my second TikTok that I moved over to Reels.
That's
all right, enough of that.
Impressive.
Nice. I'll drop off so y'all
there's
continue what you're doing. So,
all right, Nate, congratulations. I'll pop this in the mail to you the next couple of days. Shoot me your address there on the Instagram. You're following me now. All right, Nate, good to see you, brother. Talk to you in a bit. All right, ladies.
So, Moose Gal is becoming my favorite fan because, number one, she knows somebody with 11 cats, which is more cats than what I have. Number two.
And I think there's only 5 or 6 people in the world.
Right.
And she knows one of them.
Right, which makes me feel a lot better about myself.
She has 9 cats, Tanya. 9.
Everybody has their thing. I wish I had 9 spiders. So this time of the year, orb weaver spiders are really blooming and coming out. And I'm really tempted to go around and collect a bunch of them. But also my neighbors are already kind of weirded out by me. And I don't just want to show up with a little collection of 9 spiders. Anyhow, to make you feel less bad about 9 cats, I had daydreams about having 9 spiders. So.
Okay. So,
all right, what else, Lise?
Back to Moose Gal.
Yes.
She also wants more trivia. So
yes.
I'm always up for.
Well, let's go with let's do a little trivia.
Hold on.
Hang on a second.
You're both going down at the same time.
Well, one of the
okay. I had to take some cough medicine.
The wedges from the Trivial Pursuit game.
Sure. So let's do a little round robin trivia. Well, I guess you be the trivia master because you have the trivia questions.
I do have the trivia questions.
But the answers to the questions are on the back of the card, right?
They are.
So you could ask yourself a question.
I could.
If you were so inclined.
I've got a trivia app, and I am not a good trivia player, so I could be the trivia master and ask the questions.
All right. So me and Lisa can go head to head on the trivia?
I think that's a good plan.
Because I know a crap ton of useless stuff.
Because can I just wax on about Moose Gal some more?
Oh yeah, one more time. Go ahead. Keep going. I keep interrupting you because I'm terrible.
She has she likes glitter. She likes Boy Meets World. Her brother went to Northwestern up in Evanston. Law school is down in Chicago. I didn't get to Evanston very much, but it's lovely. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's my favorite fan. And
awesome.
She wants to have a trivia night. I am down for this. We do need to have another. Yeah, Nate, I got your email. I got the email. I just saw the address come. That video. I would love to have another trivia night. Get a panel of 4 or 5 people up here and do a full-on proper trivia night. In fact, one of the things we're going to do at the distillery once the build-out's done is have a regular trivia night or an irregular trivia night. Do one of those things where you ask one question and they have to answer one of the answers on the back of the card. And if they answer any of the answers on the back of the card, they win. That'd be cool.
I like that idea.
So even if you don't know the answer to the question asked, you should still guess because you might get one of the other 4 questions answered, even if you don't know what one of the questions are. Just randomly pick a word.
Oh, okay.
You know my favorite game is lately. It's something for Neanderthals. I'm blanking on it. But, so there's a person and they pick up a card and I'm the only one that can see it. And you have to try to guess what the word is. and I can only describe it to you using one-syllable words. So if the word is dinosaur, for example, I'll say big, green, roar. I don't know. And it's just creative to see what one-syllable sounds or words people come up with to try to get you to guess the answer. That one's pretty fun. I'm not sure if it's as competitive as trivia, but it's always a good time.
Yeah, but I mean, even with that, we could still do the whole proper like points and cards and all the stuff, and like I mean, we could do like a real live trivia night. In fact, even the trivia nights at the distillery, we could put them on YouTube because those things get competitive. Knives come out, crazy, or should come out. I mean, that's how I usually win a trivia competition.
It's knives.
Yeah. All right, I've got some 90s trivia questions queued up.
All right.
If you want to dive in.
I'm ready. You ready, Lise?
Yeah. Are we
going
to Moose Cow in?
Moose Cow, do you want to come in? You are welcome to join us for the trivia. Same with you, Nate. If you want to join us, go on in. We're into the second hour.
This one is very fitting. I'm not sure if it's away. 90s, but okay. Question number 1. What video game was the first ever to be played in space?
First video game was the first one played in space. I'll go. I'm going to go with asteroids.
That's my guess too.
Do we have any other guesses? Or is the
Moose Cow, answer from chat. Moose Cow is going to join us from chat. It was the 90s?
I'm not sure if it's the 90s. Maybe that's when the game was played in space for the first time.
Okay.
I'm thinking back when the computer systems got a little more advanced. 90 sounds about right.
Yeah. Lazy Nate says Super Mario Brothers. Moose Cow, do you have an answer? We're Space Invaders. And the answer is?
Tetris.
Oh.
Tetris.
All good guesses.
You're so much nicer than me.
You all went down together. All right. Let's see. What's the name of the group responsible for the Macarena?
Oh shit.
What's the name of the group responsible for what?
The Macarena.
Like old guys.
Bonus points if you dance it out.
What was the name of the two old guys? The group that did the Macarena. Moose Gal says Tetris was the most horrible. I don't know. And I think it was like that. Hips, spin, and then you turn. I'm pretty sure I got that wrong too.
You got that wrong.
Yep.
I think it's a half a point. You threw some arms in the air. All right, I'm going to throw out the answer because I'm really excited about the next question.
Okay. Nobody knows.
Los del Rio. I know that was at the tip of everybody's tongue.
Yeah. I knew it was.
I was like,
it's two old guys.
Oh, Moose Cow got it. Lazy Nate got it.
Just now.
So this one is a Houston question, so that's why I'm excited. This is going to test how Southern you really are.
Sure.
What singer broke her own record for the highest ever attendance at the Houston Astrodome in 1995?
Oh, that's a chip shot there.
Don't say it.
I know it.
So, highest ever attendance, Houston Astrodome, 1995.
And 1994. She broke her own attendance record. Lazy Nate says Dolly, presumably Miss Parton. And Moose Gal says, huh? What singer broke the attendance record at the Astrodome in 1995? Broke her attendance record at the Astrodome in 1995.
So are we going to say this on 3 or?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead. You and I both know who it is.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Selena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
The Corpus Christi native, Selena.
I feel like the first place to go is just start throwing out Texas names.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You advance your way through Texas royalty, and you start. I mean, Selena is definitely on that list.
This one is throwing a bone to Lisa. If anybody here knows the answer to this, my confidence is in you, Lisa.
One Tree Hill.
All right. What was the name of Bill and Hillary Clinton's cat?
Oh, I know that one.
I'll give the people at home a chance.
Fun fact: Bill's
I
name for that cat was that stupid cat. That is how Mr. President referred to that cat. Lazy Nate says mittens.
Close.
Moose Gal says, what is the name of the Clintons' cat from the 90s? It's probably dead now.
Yes.
In fact, all of the dogs and cats that you knew as a child are dead today.
Don't end on it. Don't wrap this up with a sad note. What are you doing to me?
Socks, tuxedo-looking cat is what Moose Gal says.
Yep.
So the answer was socks.
That is correct. Yay! Yay!
Woo.
Socks.
All right, I'm gonna throw in one more question because I really like this question, even more than the other question I really liked.
Wow.
Every horse that knew the Lone Ranger's horse is dead.
I'm gonna keep pushing through your sad facts because I'm trying to have a happy day here with some positive energy. You're bringing me down. Okay, let's celebrate genetic engineering. Happy thoughts. Genetic engineering introduced what color roses for the first time in the 1990s?
Oh.
So all the flowers you've gotten, which what was brought to you by genetic engineering?
I'm gonna go with Lisa. Do you have a guess?
I do.
Okay. I'm gonna guess blue.
That was also my guess.
Nate and Moose Gal, y'all got a guess for the genetically engineered color of roses that showed up for the first time in the 1990s? Nate says blue. Moose Gal says yellow. Lisa says blue. The yellow is a fairly good guess, but I think the yellow rose of Texas existed long before the 1990s. And I'm pretty sure that was a real.
Not in Texas, so let's cut her some slack.
I know, but I'm pretty sure that was an actual color flower. I'm pretty sure. But I'm going to change my answer to pink.
You should have stuck with blue.
Blue is the color, huh?
Blue is a great answer. Blue is not a color that is originally found in nature a lot.
Yeah.
And so in terms of like insects and plants, it's actually a surface structure effect. So blue is a good guess.
Yeah. Is it the right answer though?
It is the right answer. Blue is the right answer. Yeah. Good guess and the right answer.
It's a good guess.
Suspense.
I mean, I don't deny it's a good guess. I once looked into getting a trellis of blue roses to go up the side of our house because I thought it would look really cool. Then I remembered that I don't like spending time keeping flowers alive, so I did not.
Kind of a thing you have to do if you get some plants.
It was going to be like work and stuff, and I was like, nah.
Had to spend a whole 2 minutes watering them.
It would take years for the thing to grow up the side of the house, and I'm like, nah. I wanted to happen now.
But it's so beautiful to watch something grow. You missed out.
Yeah, but I've got other things I get to watch grow. I've got 2 of them that I made, and an ingrateful dog and an ingrateful cat.
There you go.
And a bird that just adores me. So, there's that too.
Can't beat that.
Yeah. One more?
Okay.
Because I want to finish with a correct answer.
All right, let me get one that is
all the birds that were alive on New Year's Day 2000 are dead now. Because I'm pretty sure birds don't live 21 years.
I'm making noises, so I can't hear you tell me about something else that's dead.
Birds that will live like 30 years.
In captivity. I mean, but do they live that long in the wild?
I don't know.
Okay, here we go.
Because I know parrots will live forever, like 30 years or so.
Okay,
Oh,
this
anyway,
one is
so what's up?
about pop from the 90s. Soda from the 90s. That's my northern side coming out, sorry.
Okay, so Coke.
What soda's working name was Mountain Dew Killer? So what was referred to as the Mountain Dew Killer soda back in the 90s?
Mountain Dew Killer. That would be.
Just think of what was the big rage of the soda world in the 1990s? What were all the kids drinking?
I don't know. I drank Coke. That was it.
Oh, this is the one time my age is working for me.
Mountain Dew Killer in the 90s. Lazy Nate says Jolt, and I think he is correct.
That's what I said too.
Okay, I'll give you guys a clue. The color of the can was green.
That is definitely Jolt.
But it's not Jolt.
Oh, really? Moose Gal says Sprite. And that sounds like it also could be right.
And it's not around anymore. It was popular for about 4-ish years. and then the kids were over it.
I remember Slice, but that didn't have any caffeine in it.
Yeah, and it's not around anymore. Pepsi's Clear? Ugh, I don't know. I have no idea. 7-Up? No, that was caffeine free, wasn't it? I don't know.
So the answer is Surge.
Surge. Wow.
No.
Wow. I believe Surge is what Surge and Jolt are the two drinks that Slurp is based on from Futurama.
We chugged that stuff like it was a vending machine from Futurama. That was the go-to pop.
Yeah. Yeah. Did it also come out of the giant queen of what is she?
Oh, the excrete from the giant slug or what?
Yeah, the giant slurm slug.
Slurm, yeah.
That's it.
No, but
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we started growing like getting this green glow afterwards. It definitely had some radioactive vibes to it.
Yeah, that is the correct answer, Moose Cow. Okay, one more.
One more. All right. You
Keep
gotta
going, man. So I get double or nothing. Double or nothing.
All right. Let's see. Scrolling. I'm trying to find one that's gonna make everybody win. Oh,
all the cows that were alive at the turn of the century are also dead.
Okay, I feel like everybody's gonna get this one, but I also said that about the last one. So, what stuffed animal fad debuted in the 1990s, specifically 1993? What was the stuffed animal fad?
Oh, that one. That
one.
The stupid collectible things.
Well, and they're back, right? I think in recent years, it became a thing again.
I think it's the Furby.
No, it's a good guess, I think, but I don't think it's the little plushy things that.
You're thinking of Beanie Baby.
Beanie Baby. That's what I'm thinking of. Yep, I'm thinking of Beanie Baby, and Lazy Nate and Moose Gal concur.
Beanie Baby.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
She's either going to go get her Furby or her Beanie Baby.
If she comes back with 11 cats and 11 plus Beanie Babies, we should have a conversation. and if the Beanie Babies are all different types of cats.
Now, we did get Beanie Babies for my kids when they were little, and we had a Doogie, and we had to get 2 replacement Doogies to make sure that we didn't lose Doogie and Doogie didn't disappear. And we did end up with one situation where Doogie disappeared and then reappeared with his leg, because my oldest, Logic, would rub his leg and got all the stuffing like separated out. So he had a bare spot, basically, a thin spot on his leg. And when Doogie came back he was missing for a few weeks, and when he came back, his leg was all fixed up. And Logic said that he clearly went to the doctor and had some work done and got his leg fixed. That's where he had been. And we still have that Beanie Baby upstairs.
Does it ever get played with anymore? Is it sitting around hanging out?
No, it just sits there now in the corner, forgotten and ignored.
That's okay. I have a few dinosaurs like that.
Yeah, I think he also found the second one. So he found Doogie 3 too, as well, rather. How many do you have, Lisa? More Beanie Babies than cats?
No, I have 6, 7 cat Beanie Babies. But then, like, I also have a bat.
Okay, I like the variety. I was a little worried when it was like the magician hat, the Beanie Baby of cats.
So, frog and a cougar, because I went to U of H. So, leopard, because almost big cat. Funny. So.
Okay.
Yeah, duck-billed platypus.
I have a video that we need to watch.
Do you?
After 10 seconds, because I got to let the ad go through. And this video reminded me of my friend Melanie and her husband Carl, because they collected stray cats too, and not the cool kind that play bass with Brian Setzer, but the
no swing dancing, huh?
Yeah. This one. Will it play? Come on. Hit play.
Oh.
Is that playing?
There's no sound.
Uh-oh. There's no sound?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. Well, then it's just not going to happen.
Is this some sort of intervention, or is this like a funny video? What's happening?
It's really pretty cute.
Okay.
It was supposed to be her video for a dating video, I believe. Let's see if I can make audio turn on. Does that work? Nope. I can't make the sound turn on. Oh, well. To hell with it. Oh, well.
Can you find a similar video for spiders? Okay. I want to see I have 9 cute spiders video.
I have 9 spiders. It was the other night on a friend of mine's show over on the Twitch. He is a spider file. I guess that's the word for it. He collects them. He has them, and he got spiders delivered to him in his mailbox. And he said, the chance of having spiders in my mailbox is one of the great reasons for me to go to my mailbox. And I was like, having spiders in my mailbox is a great reason for me never to go to my mailbox.
I didn't even know that was an option. That's awesome.
Apparently you can order spiders and have them delivered to you via the mail.
Is this an Amazon thing? Can you check on Amazon? Can you order live spiders off Amazon? Because I'm always just one click away from bad decisions on Amazon.
Let's see. Let's share that screen and let's see. And I haven't been shopping on Amazon, so anything that pops up on Amazon is not mine. Let's see here. Live spiders. Let's see what happens. Can we order live spiders? There's a terrarium. Adult predatory mites. That's kind of horrifying.
Cool. Oh, horrifying. That's the word I wanted. That's disappointing.
A remote control spider.
I don't think. Cool.
I don't think you can order live spiders from
Ooh, what's that? Wait,
Amazon.com.
what was that? Was it maggots? Can you get maggots on
No,
Amazon?
This?
it looks like those roly-poly.
Isopods.
Raised by isopods. That's cool.
Yeah, I think those are roly-polies, right?
Yeah. That's cool. Okay. I was upset about the spider thing, but now that I know you can get a bulk bag
100
of
live
roly-polies.
roly-poly isopods. Yep.
Ooh.
You can get $50 worth of roly-polies. I think I'm going to have to buy one of these just to
These would
do
be
it.
good stocking stuffers.
Loose. Just dump them into the stocking.
I would be
Actually,
super
they'd be good
excited.
sock stuffers, you know?
Joe, scroll back up.
Oh. They'd be good sock stuffers, though. Just like put them in a sock and put it back in the drawer.
Okay, now
That'd be
go
awesome.
down to where there were other suggested products. Keep going
Right
a little
here?
more. No, down a little more.
Oh,
Is it roly-polies that actually still have gills? Because they used to be water bugs, right?
Yeah.
They all live on land.
Look at the zebra one.
Oh,
This
that's
one?
pretty.
Yeah.
that is pretty. Zebra isopod. Roly-poly cleanup crew for terrarium. Oh, they go in terrarium to clean up the garbage. Interesting.
You know,
I
I
still
always
think it'd be cool to put them in someone's sock.
I always tell people I'm not a girl that likes like flowers or jewelry, but if somebody gives me like a box of isopods, I could feel the romance there.
Wow. Yeah. That you are a giant nerd. I love it. And it's in the home and kitchen department. Wow.
I'm actually genuinely curious how many people use this to clean up their fish tanks or their terrariums, or like how integrated are these actually in people's systems?
You got me. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's look up a specific spider, like a tarantula. Tarantula, right?
Go with an
Tarantula.
orb weaver. Orb weavers are really beautiful.
Okay. All right, hang on. There's a box display tarantula there.
Yeah,
That's-
that one's dead.
Oh, you can get live ants.
Wow.
That's horrifying. Okay, crickets, live ants. That's not spiders, though. Okay, live orb weaver. Spider. Oop, spicer. Probably ought to spell spider right. Live orb weaving spider. No,
Bummer.
no.
Well, that's okay. We can settle for the ants and the roly-polies.
I can happily say, Scarebox, animal figurines. Yeah, no, just so one of my hobbies is bringing death to fire ants in my front yard, and the way we do this is I will boil giant pots of water, and go out front with the giant pots of water and pour them into the ant piles. And imagine the ants screaming in pain as they float up on the boiling water and wash out onto the sidewalk out here. And so yeah, that's what I do on my spare time.
So
I don't collect spiders, but I bring death to ants. Yeah.
I was just about to ask, how well does this work? Because there are ants, and I think fire ants are part of that species that float, right? They form this like cross-linked matrix.
Yes.
And they have basically they become a barge.
Yes.
But you're saying if you make the water hot, then you're just throwing them into a volcano and they scream to death, and you just sit and like drink a beer or whiskey and cheer it on. Exactly.
They do float. Everything down here floats. But if you make the water hot enough, they die and then float. And it's awesome.
You have so many big smiles when you said every single one of those words. They die, and it's awesome, and it's painful.
Oh yeah, because I mean they leave scars. They're horrifying little monsters. What's really neat is you can watch them like rushing in to get their eggs out to try and save their horrifyingly evil spawn. And it's all futile because they're all going to die, or most of them are going to die. But then, like, they're also bringing out the bodies, the dead bodies, for days after that, and it takes a while for the hill to die. But as they're taking the bodies out, you keep going out there, and like the bodies are just mounting up and mounting up and mounting up, and there's just like this just sheet of dead ant bodies, and it's just so satisfying.
Okay, so I have a happy ant story to counter your evil Satan ant story, because I'm going to hit you with happy thoughts for all your sad thoughts.
Okay.
So I've been telling people one of my favorite stories lately is about this rare ant in Asia. So you know how when you cut your grass, you can smell the grass. If you pick flowers, you smell the flowers. That's actually plants, just like that's their defense mechanism. So it's spraying out chemicals. So the plant specifically, that smell, it's a defense mechanism. And it's really, really attractive to butterflies. So a large blue butterfly gets really excited when it smells an oregano, goes and lays its eggs on the oregano plant, and then the rain washes it down, and these stupid ants over in Asia thinks they're ant eggs. So these Asian ants take the eggs back to the hole and raise it like it's going to be an ant. And then the egg hatches and it flies away as a butterfly, and the cycle repeats itself. But that is my favorite ant story right now. And nobody dies. They all work together. They all love each other. There isn't some guy in the background screaming for their death.
Well, there's a guy in the background screaming for their death. He just hasn't shown up yet.
Nope.
He's over there boiling the water, waiting for it to get ready. So Moose Gal shared us a link. You will like this, Tanya. Backwaterreptiles.com.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
You can get lizards and snakes and turtles and amphibians and newts.
I'm going to write this down.
You got to be careful that your newt was not formerly a person who a witch turned him into a newt.
Backwater
but
reptiles.
You can also get tarantulas. There are tarantulas. Goliath bird-eating tarantula. It doesn't look like they have orb weavers. But are orb weavers really like pet spiders? Can you get orb weavers as pets?
I don't know. I think that's just hopeful thinking. So they're very popular populous coastal spider. So the next couple weeks, if you go hiking anywhere around the bayous or drive down to Clear Lake and go to Ormond Bayou, you'll just see hundreds of them everywhere.
Yeah, I have one that lives in our garden up front. Mm-hmm. Makes beautiful orb webs.
They're incredible.
Yep. They make very, very pretty ones. And when we go hiking through the trails over here and the park around the corner from the house, they're, especially in the morning when they're all covered in dew, they're real pretty to see.
Mm-hmm.
But,
oh no, my computer's about to die. I did not plan that.
All right. Okay. Well, I think it's probably a good time to wrap up the show anyway. Jeez, it's almost 10:40.
Should we give a preview of what we're going to do in 2 weeks?
Oh, yes, in 2 weeks. Do you have that queued up, or do I need to queue that up? I need to queue that up, don't I? Let me find it. I have it in my links of, I don't know if it's going to have sound, though. So we're going to have a very special musical guest in a couple of weeks. Lisa, introduce our special musical guest as I go find the clip.
Sure. So Max Abrams is our special musical guest. He's going to be coming to us from Nashville. He is part of the Fantastic Five, who are the... Sorry, cats have done something. They are musicians who perform on stage with the Mavericks. So Max is going to come on the show, talk with us for a little bit, play some music. So if you have any requests for a song that you'd like to hear from Max, let us know, and we'll see what we can do about getting that played for you.
Yeah, we have 2 weeks. That's May 20th.
Yes.
Is that 2 weeks?
That's 2 weeks.
Really?
I think 3 weeks.
6, 13, that's 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
It's 3 weeks. Yeah.
So you got 2 weeks
from right now.
with your request. Yeah. So
Right. You got it. Yeah, 2 weeks to come up with a request, 3 weeks for the show, and I have him playing now in my headphones. I can hear him. I don't think y'all can hear through my headphones. But here is, I can share that screen. Boop. Can you hear it? Is there audio on it?
Nope.
Of course not. Stupid TV remote.
Anyway, go to
control thing.
facebook.com/Maxwell Abrams. You can see some of his past shows that he's done. He does them every Thursday at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central, where he just basically plays for an hour. So
Still no audio?
Still no audio, which is a
See,
shame.
that sucks, because I can hear it in my ears, and I could get the Instagram audio to play.
Can you
Dumb
hum it out?
computer.
Can you translate it through hums?
Yeah, it was.
Beautiful.
Yep, that's how it goes. He's a very smooth. Is that cliche to say a sax player was smooth?
Probably, but he
Feels
is
like it's cliche.
But cliche words are that way for a reason, right? They're good descriptors.
I think
That's
so.
why they're frequently used.
That's probably accurate. I'll go with that. Sure. Yeah, he's very smooth, and it was very smooth. It was like audio margarine. It sounded better before I said it out loud.
I thought it was fairly clever.
Thank you. See, the smart person thinks it's clever. Okay, so Tanya, your Carbon X Prize. How long for the competition, or is it just the first person past the line?
They're still pretty iffy on the details. I think there's a big down select about a year from now where they're going to say, okay, you 5 people that are serious and prove to us it's going to work, we'll give you some money.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a 4-year total timeline. So we're in it for the long haul. Yeah.
So there is a time limit to come up with a presentable thing?
There is.
It wasn't like the SpaceX prize where they're like, first person to the moon, you're fine. Or first person to orbit twice.
No. It's in 1 year you have to show us that you've got a working prototype that can remove this amount of CO2. And you got to prove to us that within 4 years you can scale it up to remove this amount of CO2. So that's the general gist of it.
Got it. We need to. I want to have you back on and we'll talk more about that in detail, without like talking about like the specifics of your top secret plan to murder half the people on Earth to save carbon emissions.
People are going to think I'm like actually out here raising alien spiders that are going to eat their brains and inject them with CO2 after today's conversation.
Well, clearly, they're not just going to eat the brains; they're going to eat the entire body. I mean,
we only need the brains for the artificial intelligence, the brain juice. The rest of the body's just waste parts.
They harvest the brains for the electric generation capacity,
and then they sell it on Amazon with the roly-polies. So,
but I think you've got this worked out. Elon's going to love you. That weirdo cyborg that he is. Lisa.
Yes.
What do you got to promote or talk about or anything? This is the opportunity to say. I'll let you say it.
Please.
Yes. Or Lisa will kidnap their babies.
Well, that almost happened this weekend. I was in New Braunfels visiting my friend's parents, and they have all of these kitty cats who live around their house. And we were putting up lawn chairs to sit outside, and we picked up the first couple of lawn chairs, and there were little bitty kittens underneath there. So their ears were still a little bit curly at the tips, so they were pretty young. And it took everything in me to not scoop them up and put them in a box and bring them home and bathe them, get all the fleas off of them, and So, anyway.
Okay, so before that's just going around kidnapping baby kittens from New Braunfels.
I didn't.
That's how we got our dog. So it's not that I'm not. My lovely wife kidnapped a mangy stray dog, and I told her in no uncertain terms, do not name that dog. We're not keeping that dog.
His name is Wally.
Yeah, by the time I got home, she's like, "Don't be mad at me. His name's Wally." Damn it.
Did she already have a family photo and like a picture in the wallet?
That's how we got our dog. So this is the second link that Moose Gal shared for us on Underground Reptiles. They sell prairie dogs.
Wow,
clearly.
Moose knows all the good stuff.
Just so you know, prairie dogs are not reptiles, and they do carry bubonic plague, which is awesome. Let's look here. They had animals. What was that link? It was product category animals inverts.
Ooh, frogs. I want some exotic frogs.
Inverts. What on earth are inverts? Oh, like mantises and stuff.
Like invertebrates.
There you go. Crevice spiders, wolf spiders. I mean, I can go out in my backyard and harvest you up a couple of wolf spiders. They're not
super
Carolina wolf
too.
spiders. They're Texas wolf spiders. Millipedes and tarantulas and all kinds of cool little things on this guy. And this is undergroundreptiles.com. And spiders are also not reptiles. I know that much.
Well, next time you guys see me, I'm going to be live sitting inside of my spider tank. That'll be my new background.
And they deliver. Where do they deliver to? Let me see. Let me look at the shopping cart here. Will they tell me where they deliver? Overnight shipping.
Wow.
There you go.
I wonder how much it costs to get a spider shipped to you overnight.
Well, let's find out.
Like, what's the urgency?
Well,
you don't want them
to eat. I'm sorry, it has to feed.
Let's see.
Okay, select options. Costa Rican orange mouth tarantula.
That one's pretty.
Oh, so you can get a tarantula. You can get it with its habitat. So what if you just get? I just want a spider. That's fine. It's $40. Add it to the cart. Just like stick it in an envelope.
See, this spider kind of looks like a sunset. This is the romance thing I was talking about.
Yeah, I could. Sure. You can add isopods. Interesting, I guess. Okay, so $39.99 checkout. Let's see how long it takes to ship this bad boy. What my shipping options are.
Oh, you gotta fill in your stuff.
That's fine.
No, wait. There you go. Saturday delivery fee.
Yeah. It looks like it's just. I mean, it looks like it's just regular shipping, like U.S. Postal Service or.
Interesting.
I mean, they're not going to put it in an envelope. Obviously, they're going to put it in a box, right? Not even a padded envelope, because that'd be weird. I'm not ordering a spider tonight. I'm not going through with the order. You're gonna have to do that yourself, Tanya.
I will send one to all of you. Don't worry. You'll get a gift.
It's for science. It's for science. You have to order one just to see what happens.
Oh, I'm already taking mental notes of which spiders I want. Don't worry. This is gonna be what's keeping me up through the night.
Awesome. We have set carbon capture back 20 years because we have introduced Tanya to
we're burning
online.
fuel to ship me thousands of spiders.
You need to watch. Speaking of terrible movies, Giant Spider Invasion. What was that movie called?
I thought that was the title. I was gonna be like, I'm sold on the title.
Invasion of the spider. Is that what it was?
I'm just writing Giant
Spider Invasion, a 1975 movie.
Giant Spider Invasion.
Here we go. I think I've got the original trailer. It's not going to have sound, but it's an intergalactic giant spider.
That's really cool.
Invasion.
Wait, is Is this a space? Is a spider from space? So these spiders are from space?
It is not these spiders. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's giant spider singular invasion. It's a 1975 movie, and it was like a top 10 grossing movie in 1975. It was.
People in the 1970s had much better
I watched this on a podcast, and I'm not going to say. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It was dreadful. It was a 1975 horror movie. I can. Can y'all hear that? Damn, video froze. Could y'all hear that?
I couldn't tell because it froze pretty quick. I think I hear it. Well, this is going to be like the original Spider-Man. Oh, I love it. It's so terrible. I love it. The over-the-top bad acting in these movies it's like really seals the deal.
Nope, there's more.
How many times have you seen this movie though? But just replace the word spider, like the giant scorpion invasion or the giant centipede invasion. We've seen the same movie, and they're equally as good bad every time.
Yeah. But this was actually a top 10 grossing movie in 1975.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
And this is just the trailer, by the way.
I wonder why that was. Was the marketing really good? Was there a spider craze in the 70s?
I mean, there was only like one other movie in 1975 that came out.
Was it all the girls without pants that everybody wanted to watch the movie? I bet half of the motivation was the pantless girls.
The gratuitous panty scenes. Just so bad. It has the skipper in it.
So a group of somebodies built this giant mechanical spider.
Oh, it's even better than a giant mechanical spider. It was built out of a Volkswagen Beetle. That's the skipper.
How much fun would it have been to build that spider? And what did they do with it afterwards? Who gets to keep it?
Who's got space to keep it?
Oh, you find space or something. That's the thing you put in your front yard and you just ignore whatever your neighbors have to say.
Yeah, I used to represent homeowners associations.
Oh. Everything about me you're gonna throw a lawsuit onto. I can already feel it. That looks incredible. I want to watch this movie.
I believe that's on Amazon Prime. I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But again, when they say giant spider invasion, they're not kidding. It's one giant spider.
True to the word.
One single giant spider that was, and this is another thing that I thought was extremely progressive for them in 1975. Giant spider invasion. misspelled invasion. It is all available on Amazon Prime, included with Prime Video. Yeah. So, and it's on MST3K. There's a MST3K. There's an MST3K episode of the Giant Spider Invasion right there, as well as the original deluxe collector's edition.
So many options.
Yeah. Anyway, so they had that. What I thought was very progressive of them was they had the lady scientist from NASA, and I think at one point they actually referred to her as a lady scientist from NASA. Which,
very forward thinking.
which, you know, in a movie in 1975, like in real life in the 1970s, that was not like shocking. But in a movie in 1975, to have a lady scientist, yeah.
Some of my favorite books to read are old Robert Heinlein sci-fi books, 60s, 70s, and you'll hear phrases like that every now and then. The lady who used the hammer, like those exact string of words. You just have to be mindful of the times it was. But
yeah, not a carpenter, mind you, just the lady who used the hammer.
Lady who used the hammer. But all of the other stuff he writes in the book is really cool. So I keep reading it.
Well,
he was a man ahead of his time.
Yeah.
If you haven't picked up a Heinlein book, what's beautiful about Heinlein is he could describe solar energy or could describe space and all these complicated things before any of us were really thinking about it. And it's pretty interesting to go back and read some of his descriptions. And he uses different words, right? So he'll talk about how we harvested the energy from the sun using these big giant blocks and what we refer to as solar panels now. But it's really unique to see how people have always been thinking about these in different forms. And it makes you wonder what part of sci-fi has truly motivated where technology is today, or how much of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the cool things, and at this point, if we get into this now, the show's going to go a whole nother hour.
Oh, and my computer's like on 2%. So,
but that was one of the things they always talked about with Star Trek was that sci-fi informed the future of like where space tech was going to go, and you know how we have flip phones and where they had flip phones, et cetera, et cetera. But we could talk about that for a whole another 3 hours.
I could do a whole 3 hours on how Star Trek saved science, but well, I gotta jump off.
Yeah, and I appreciate y'all for coming on the show. We'll get y'all on again in a couple more weeks. We've only got about eight more of these shows planned out till we get to the 100 episode extravaganza, and then we'll take a few weeks off and convert the show to another whole on live from the distillery. So as one of my last 10 guests, thank you so much for coming on, and we'll have you on again before we close out the standard run. Bye, Tanya.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Tanya. When do I graduate to co-host?
I mean, you can be co-host. We can call you co-host now. My co-host Lisa. Ta-da, ta-da. That's fine. I don't care. I didn't mention this before, but I got this packet in the box that is a habanero lime sunflower seed deathnut.com sample. Habanero lime sunflower seeds.
That sounds really tasty.
I mean, habanero is not nearly as hot as that shit that I put in my mouth earlier. God damn, that was hot. That was uncomfortably hot. That was bad. But I crushed it like a boss.
Yes.
I do not intend to do that again. So what do I have to plug before I go? We've got our show in 3 weeks, the May 20th show.
We are accepting requests.
Yep, we are accepting requests for the next 2 weeks. So send them in. DM through the Facebooks, Instagram, Twitters, the Twitches, and emails, and however else you want to get them to me. I'll listen, and we'll put in the request. I don't think John Denver songs translate very well to saxophone solos.
We can ask.
Interesting. Huh. That'd be interesting to hear Rocky Mountain High as a saxophone solo. All right, so we got one request.
Okay.
I'll write that one down. Ow. Rocky Mountain High. Ow. Damn it. My hand's not working all of a sudden. Mountain High. All right, we are moving towards a grand opening in early August.
Wow.
Hopefully unmasked and totally free balling the whole way. Well, without the mask. I mean, the facial equivalent. Probably come up with a different word for that. Free chinning. Just chins swinging in the wind. Hopefully, early August we will have a high enough vaccination load, low enough case load that we'll be able to open up for a full grand opening of the tasting room without hazmat materials upon our face. So, fingers crossed for that. We're working on the build out at the tasting room. We're working on, if we get 10,000 followers on our Twitter feed, our special Astros inspired label, not an Astros label, an Astros Major League Baseball team inspired label, a professional baseball team inspired label. I think we can get around. We could do that professional baseball team inspired label. That's generic enough. She's not happy with me. Orange, an orange themed label. I can do that because orange is not copyrighted. You can't copyright a color. So there.
You can't have trade dress though.
I can't have who?
You can have trade dress that involves colors.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
lawsuit.
Yeah. That's fair. So we're working towards that. What else are we working towards? I mean, that's pretty much the big stuff. I get to go to El Paso for the first time on the 22nd. Not the first time going to El Paso, first time going to El Paso for a tasting on the 22nd. So if people in El Paso, both of you, can come out and get a bottle, and it will be awesome. Are
you driving or flying?
No, I'm flying. My youngest, Lefty's birthday is that weekend, so I couldn't be on the road for his birthday. I needed to be home by Sunday. And plus, it would be the same price flying there as it would be driving there. You drive there, get a hotel, do the thing, then it's the second night in the hotel, and then you got to drive back because I can't leave El Paso at 8 p.m.
Right.
Not reasonably. I'd still have to get a hotel somewhere along the road, and I might as well spend the night in El Paso and then hit the road the next morning. And that still doesn't put me home until dinner time or later. So
because Texas is big.
Yeah, that's just a dreadful pain in the butt. So I can fly in on Friday or Saturday morning, do my tastings, spend the night, and be home by lunch on Sunday versus leaving Friday morning and being home Sunday night. And still having to pay for 2 nights in a hotel and 2 tanks of gas on the way there, and 2 tanks of gas on the way back. So it'd be $100 there, $60 there, $60 back, plus 3 nights in a hotel. Friday, Saturday, 2 nights in a hotel. So I'm not saving any real money. So not by driving at least, and it would take way more time. Anywho, it's good talking to you again, Lisa. See you again next week.
Yes.
If you're free. All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I will come up with some kind of stupid topic for the show next week. I will have a better cocktail than just the tip because this was dreadful. Yeah. That was really, and it didn't get better either. I wonder if it's better after the spices. Nope. Nope. Ugh.
Well, I mean,
Ugh.
we do have lots of material with the Unhinged album I've been keeping. So maybe we need to plan that show.
Maybe that's what we'll do next week. We'll do the Unhinged album next week.
I don't think we can cover the entire Unhinged album, but
we'll do highlights. Okay, so next week will be Unhinged with Lisa on the Old Humble Happy Hour, and boy, you're not going to want to miss that.
No, you're not.
You're not going to want to miss that. I'll have that show up and posted in the next, probably Monday.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
I'm on
all right, Lisa.
apps and
it's going to be amazing. All right. That was officially a 2-hour show. We did it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment, notification bell, do all that stuff. Big thanks to our friends over on Twitch on the Cabin Fever live stream for hosting us. Subscribe to them. Follow them and subscribe to the channel through your Amazon Prime account. You can subscribe to them and it won't cost you anything. It's included in your Prime subscription. You can also follow me, the Old Humble Guy, over on Twitch. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on all the places. More importantly, follow us in the liquor store, your original social media app. Pick up a bottle and enjoy it with your friends safely. Always drink safely from a proper distance. From other people, not from your cup. You need the cup to,
right.
You know how it works. All right. Good night, Lise. Talk to everybody later. Bye.
Good night, y'all.